Stampers, this is Sarah with Stinkincutecards.com, and I have the 2nd of July's Hostess Club cards for you today. And we're going to make a quick little birthday card using the new Petal Garden Designer paper. I love this paper. It is so pretty. It's 48 sheets, has several different floral designs, and then on the other side it's got some that are rather more neutral, so you can kind of see. The neat part about the designer paper stacks now, and this is actually a couple stacks, that's why it's so thick, but there's no glue on the top anymore, and so that way you can sort several stacks into colors, or they're just easier to peel off, and you don't have to peel off and use and worry about getting all that extra glue on the top. So this card is rather quick to put together. We're using a couple of different stamp sets. We're using Lovely Inside and Out Bundle and Coordinating Lovely Words. These two can be purchased as a bundle for 10% off. These words are a heart, circle, and an oval. Has lovely, friend, and hugs. So kind of a fun little stamp set. I wanted some pretty script for the inside, so we're using Butterfly Basics. I liked the two different fonts, or the fonts on that one. I thought it matched well with the paper. So here are your cutting sizes and pieces of paper that you're going to need. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this together. It's actually quite easy. This is for the inside. Let's go ahead and do the inside first. I cut this designer paper 3 inches by 4 inches because that way you would have enough for 2 cards. If you cut this at 3 inches, paper is 6 inches, and then you have 2 strips on the bottom for your edging. So let's go ahead and put that on there. I found that that worked best is if I put the edging on first, because that way then I knew I had enough room. It was easier for me to line up the sayings. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. I'm going to use the Rich Razzleberry, and we're going to sending wishes your way. And then we're going to stamp the happy birthday right here. And that is the inside of your card. Pretty easy. And you can see where I made a mistake on one of the cards. Layer that on your pool party paper and glue that to the inside of the card. Quick and easy. Lovely. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp in the outside. All right, so I am going to use 2 strips of the Rich Razzleberry. I'm going to use my Banner Punch, the retired one that I desperately want back. And we're going to glue that right here, make it just a smidge shorter. Okay. Go ahead and add that right here. You can kind of move it around for a few seconds. Okay. And do the same thing with the second piece. That can go right here. Just kind of a cute little, we're going to add our strip. Oh, let it sit for a little longer to allow it to adhere. Sometimes when it's a little more humid, the glue takes a little longer to adhere. And I'm going to use, my sample used the Pretty Rose one. I also thought this one would look real nice too, so I went ahead and cut up a few of those as well. Kind of depended on what my hostess ladies wanted. Now I have kind of a neat trick for you. I don't know about you, but occasionally I have trouble adhering vellum, and I'm never quite sure how to do that. So what I have found that works really well is just to go ahead and put some of that green glue on your silicone mat and use a stamping sponge. And if you just lightly sponge the paper, the entire paper will be tacky without a real obvious glue. Do you see how that works? Isn't that cute? Works great. It also works really good for the friend. I went ahead and die cut the friend out, and I'm going to, instead of using the outline, I'm just going to use that friend because that's what I wanted. And you can do the same thing with that glue on the back. And if you leave it on the silicone mat, any extra just goes right on that mat, and you can just wash or peel it right off. So that whole little piece is sticky then. So for a great friend. And then we just need to, I'm going to make that a little bit, that end a little bit cuter. He looks like he's, the nice part is it can stretch and squish up to fit the area. So let's go ahead and add the For a Great. And I just a strip of Pool Party. And that's slightly crooked, so let's try that again. We'll use the best of two. A little bit better. I'll go ahead and flag the ends. There we go. And we need some dimensionals. Got some dimensionals here. I'm almost at the end here, so we're going to go ahead and cut up the edges for a great friend. Outside, inside. And depending on which paper you like, pretty quick, easy, and cute. Thanks again. This is Sarah with Stinkincutecards.com. If you need more information about Hostess Club, visit me at www.stinkincutecards.com. Thanks. Bye.